Okay, right here is a 1999 Komatsu 830E. Now before we go and take a closer look at this truck, let's talk a little bit about the history behind both the Komatsu and Dresser names. In 1988, Komatsu created a joint venture with Dresser Industries, forming the subsidiary Komatsu-Dresser Company. By 1996, Komatsu had taken full control of Komatsu-Dresser Company and re-registered the company as Komatsu America Company. By late 1999, Komatsu had eliminated both the Dresser and Hallpack names on all of the former Dresser trucks. Originally referred to as the Model 780E when the truck was under development by Dresser, the truck was later renumbered the 830E and was officially announced in late 1987 and first displayed at the American Mining Congress Show in Chicago, Illinois in 1988. In late 1990, Dresser introduced an improved second generation 830E, which featured many improvements over the original 830E, such as a 13.6% increase in horsepower, an 18% increase in top travel speed, faster cycle times, and also the elimination of the front-mounted air cleaner covers, which was probably the most noticeable new design change that was made to this truck. Now, let's go and get a closer look at the 830E. The 830E utilizes 4 air intakes and air cleaners for the diesel engine. You can see one set of air intakes and air cleaners right here, and the other is on the opposite side. Let's start off by taking a look at the powering system on this truck first. When the 830E was introduced, the standard engine of choice to power this truck was a Detroit 16V 149 TIB V16 diesel engine rated at 2,054 horsepower. Starting in 1991, Dresser began experimenting with Detroit Diesel's new 20V 149 TIB V20 diesel engine in the 830E, which had the capability of developing 2,334 horsepower. By the late 1990s, the standard engine of choice to power the 830E was an MTU Detroit 16V 4000 series V16 diesel engine rated at developing 2,409 horsepower for this truck. And you can see this exact engine right here inside of this 830E. Optional Cummins power was also offered for the 830E, depending on what the customer preferred. On the left side of this truck is the hydraulic oil reservoir tank, which you can see right here, which holds 238 gallons of hydraulic oil. And on the opposite side of this truck is a 1,200-gallon diesel fuel tank to supply the engine with fuel. The 830E featured a very robust frame design, and from right here you can get a good view of the big frame on this truck. From under here, you can see where the two steering cylinders are located, one on each side, and you can see where they connect to the tie rod, and this is what will turn the tires left or right when the truck is in operation. The 830E featured a General Electric DC electric drive system, which utilized a GE model GTA 26 alternator and a pair of GE model 787 traction wheel motors in the rear wheel hubs. And to help give you an idea of the sheer size of an 830E, this truck measures 22 feet 7 inches tall from the ground to the top of the canopy over the operator's cab, 24 feet wide, and 44 feet 4 inches in length, or when equipped with the larger Detroit 20V 149 TIB diesel engine, this truck would measure 46 feet 5 inches in length. Now, let's go up on top of the big 830E. As you can see, this particular 830E is equipped with an optional diagonal stairway to allow safe access for the operator to get on and off the truck. Now let's go up top. From right here, you can get a good overview of the top deck on an 830E. Mounted on the right side is the brake resistor grid box and the main blower, which you can see right here. And right here you can see the switch cabinet, which contains all the electrical to operate the truck. Now, let's go inside and check out the operator's cab. From here, you can get a good overview inside the operator's cab of the 830E. Okay, directly out in front of the operator, you can see all the gauges to monitor this truck when it's in operation. From left to right, the gauges are as follows: water temperature, oil pressure, battery, fuel, and the air pressure. Here you can see the speedometer and the tachometer. And below the steering wheel, you can see other switches to work other various functions on this truck, such as for the windshield wipers and also for the front headlights. This hand lever that you see over here on the right side controls the truck's direction. This is how you engage this truck into forward or reverse. This is in the neutral position right here. Push forward to make the truck go forward, and pull back to make the truck go in reverse. And from right here, you can get a crystal clear view of what the operator would see if he were driving an 830E. The big 830E had a standard payload capacity rating of 240 tons. Dresser and Komatsu also offered optional high-volume coal and taconite ore boxes for the 830E. The big 830E was designed around a 20-foot 10-inch wheelbase and features a 4,000 horsepower dynamic braking system, and this truck incorporates the Hydra Air 2 suspension system. And the overall empty operating weight of the early Dresser Haulpack 830E was 159.2 tons. By 1996, the overall empty operating weight of the Komatsu-Dresser 830E had increased up to 170.2 tons and up to 179 tons by 2004. During the September 2004 MINExpo show in Las Vegas, Nevada, Komatsu introduced the all-new 830E AC, featuring a General Electric AC electric drive system, with the standard engine of choice to power the 830E AC being a Cummins QSK60 that develops 2,360 horsepower. Payload capacity also increased to range from 244 to 250 tons. According to Komatsu, by 2011, over 1,400 830Es had been built and shipped all around the world. And I think that number will go to show you just how popular the 830E is in the 240-ton class of off-road mining trucks. But there she is, a 1999 Komatsu 830E.